Konnichiwa, what's up? Kimo des, and welcome to episode 3, How I Got Here. So, paano nga ba ako napunta dito? Japan has been a familiar place to me. I've been here 7 times. 7 trips, different memories, different experiences, and different reasons for coming here. One of those trips was special to me because I had the opportunity to represent the Philippines as a youth ambassador of goodwill. The rest were mostly what you would expect of a Japan trip. Touring, exploring, trying new food, discovering new places, taking photos, and eventually coming home. In all those trips, I came here as a visitor. But this time, for the first time, it's different kasi I am here to live here, to study here, and I am here because of a scholarship. My relationship with Japan actually started long before this scholarship. In 2017, along with 27 other amazing Filipinos, we formed the Philippine delegation to the 44th Ship for Southeast Asian and Japanese Youth Program or SEAP. Ang SEAP ay isang annual youth exchange program sponsored and run by the Cabinet Office of Japan together with the 10 other member ASEAN states. During the 44th program, each of the 10 ASEAN countries, the Philippines included, sent 28 individuals to live, study, and learn from each other on board the ship called Nippon Maru. We were sent to different prefectures in Japan to where we stayed with Japanese host families and experienced, kahit sandali lang, what it was like to live as part of a Japanese household. And then, for almost 2 months, magkakasama kaming lahat sa isang barko habang naglalakbay at bumibisita sa iba't ibang countries sa ASEAN region. It was an experience that I honestly don't think I could have gotten anywhere else. Bukod sa sangkatutak na kaibigan na nakilala ko in that program from different countries and different walks of life, I also gained something that stayed with me long after the program has ended. I began to understand Japan not simply as a country that I want to visit, but as a country that I want to know better. I experienced the culture beyond the usual tourist attractions. I met ordinary Japanese families. I learned how people from different countries could live together, learn from one another, and build friendships despite our differences. And perhaps most importantly, that experience gave me my first real connection to Japan. After SEAP, I had several more opportunities to visit Japan as a tourist, and every trip gave me a different perspective of the country. Pero habang paulit-ulit akong bumabalik ng Japan, hindi ko rin naman inakala na Japan would become more than just a place that I would visit. It would become a place where I would pursue my graduate studies. And that leads me to the next chapter of this episode, the scholarship that brought me here. I am here in Japan under the JDS program or ang Japan Human Resources Development Scholarship Program. Ang JDS ay isang scholarship program ng Government of Japan for young professionals from developing countries who want to pursue their graduate studies in Japan. The Philippines, of course, is included. The idea is pretty straightforward. Japan gives government employees from developing countries the opportunity to study in Japanese universities, gain specialized knowledge and skills, and bring those learnings to their own countries when they go back home. So hindi lang siya tungkol sa pag-aaral sa Japan. The bigger idea is human resource development, developing people who are already working in government so that they can contribute to better policies, better institutions, and better public services in their home countries. I've been working in the government for quite a couple of years, so I've seen how policies are developed, how institutions work, how difficult it can sometimes be to turn good ideas into actual results. So nung nalaman ko na may ganitong scholarship, naisip ko, okay, this might actually be for me. But of course, thinking that this might be for me and actually getting the scholarship are two very different things. Because before I could get here, there was an application, a research proposal, examinations, interviews, and a whole lot of preparations. At sang katutak na panalangin na sana makuha ko. And that's where the real journey to Japan began. There are certain parts of the JDS selection process that a scholar cannot publicly discuss, so I will just leave them where they belong. But what I can tell you is what happened after all the applications, preparations, and waiting. I got accepted. For many years, Japan had been a place that I would visit. Now, suddenly, I was going to live here. I was going to become a student again. I was going to leave my work, my routine, my family, my friends, and the life that I had built in the Philippines to start an entirely new chapter in Japan. At first, masaya kasi, Japan na ako. Pero habang papalapit yung araw ng pag-alis, nag-sink in din naman yung reality na, teka, wait lang, aalis pala talaga ako. So, came the final preparations, which you saw in the previous episode, my last few days in the Philippines. Because after all those years of visiting Japan, this time I wasn't coming in as a tourist. I was coming in as a JDS scholar. And finally, after all the preparation, the planning, the goodbyes, and that long journey, dito na ako sa Japan. Ano nga ba ang nangyari pagkadating ko dito? The Filipino scholars for this program flew in 3 different batches at kami ay nasa second batch. Dahil ang flight namin ay 8 o'clock ng umaga, I had to leave home ng 3:30 ng madaling araw para makasama ko ang mga batchmates ko. And luckily ay sinamahan ako ng Calabarzon boys papunta ng airport para magamit ko ang kotse ko at may mag-uwi pabalik. At the airport, I met with my batchmates at ilang sandali pa ay nag-check-in na kami, passed through the immigration at nag-board ng flight. At dahil nga wala akong tulog noong last day ko sa Pilipinas, tulog lang din ako for the whole duration of the flight. Paglapag ng eroplano, we were directed to a different line sa immigration because we were not coming in as tourists, but we were coming in as students. At kailangan namin na ma-issuehan ng residence card. Ang residence card basically is our official ID here in Japan for the entire duration of our stay. Shortly after, kinuha na namin yung mga maleta namin and passed through customs and met with the representative from JICE na siya naman naghatid sa amin sa hotel where we are staying in right now. At doon na nagsimula ang first few days namin dito sa Japan. Kahit isang batch kami ng JDS Fellows, magkakaiba kami ng mga universities na papasukan depending on the area of specialization or expertise na in-applyan namin. At bago kami maghiwa-hiwalay ay magsasama muna kami dito sa Tokyo for the first few weeks. Together with the scholars from other countries, we are all accommodated sa isang hotel dito sa Shinjuku area na malapit lamang sa Tokyo Metropolitan Government. Medyo maliit lang yung kwarto kumpara sa mga hotel sa Pilipinas, pero ganito talaga dito dahil napakahalaga ng kaunting espasyo. At itong kwartong ito ang magiging pansamantalang tahanan namin hanggang sa lumipat kami sa prefecture o probinsya kung saan kami mag-aaral. And for the time that we are in Tokyo, medyo packed yung schedule namin. So, hindi talaga siya yung typical na arrive in Japan tapos gala agad. We have mandatory orientation programs, enrichment seminars, life safety training, and of course, Japanese language classes. And that also explains kung bakit medyo natagalan ako sa paggawa ng episode na ito. In between activities, kinakaya naman naming lumabas para makakain kami ng sabay-sabay or makapunta sa supermarket para makatipid sa pagkain. At sa mga araw na hindi masyadong mabigat yung schedule, sinusubukan namin na isingit ang pagbisita sa isa or dalawang spot around Tokyo, lalo at marami sa mga kasama namin ay first time na makarating ng Japan or matatagalan bago makabalik ng Tokyo. Sa next na episode, susubukan kong ipakita sa inyo kung paano namin na-survive ang unang mga araw dito sa Japan. Meron ding mga spots kaming binisita na ikikwento ko sa inyo at ang samot-saring mga bagay na ginawa namin para slowly ay makapag-adjust sa pamumuhay bilang Pinoy JDS scholars dito sa Japan.